Hello and welcome to Sports This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
I am Tayo Salam. It's great to have you join us again. All right.
All right, we'll begin the show with this news coming from, Nigeria Professional Football League as usual. And Enyimba dropped points, so the hope of even having a shot at the title is all but over. So Akwa United right now, all their enemies, all the teams actually chasing them, they all drop points.
Incredible.
So Akwa United are so good to win the title. Maybe one more game, they can start celebrating.
Let's not get carried away just yet. But like I said, fantastic match day 34 for Akwa United. All the title rivals dropped points while they got a very fantastic victory over Warri Wolves. 6 points is the lead now ahead of Caterpillars, Enyimba, as well as Nasarawa United. Also on the show, Cecilia, this time around, not good news at all for Adamawa United. They have been relegated from the Nigerian Professional Football League after suffering a 4-0 hammering yesterday.
Okay, and they finished with 24 points after 34 games. That's Adamawa United, the first team to be relegated. Who's going to join them? Well, Warri Wolves, Ifeanyi, Sunshine, Jigawa Golden Stars, Wiki Tories, they're still not safe on the log. Also on the program, let the games begin. Just about 1 hour, 30 minutes from now, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games will start. I'm talking about the opening ceremony. Yes, the opening ceremony is starting in 1 hour, 30 minutes from now. That's Nigerian time.
Yes, finally, after being postponed from last year because of COVID, we finally get to see the opening ceremony of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. We're very excited. Team Nigeria, of course, is going to represent us very well in that competition. All right, we're not going to go to the Olympics just yet. Before we come back to it, we've got a comprehensive coverage of the games for you on the show. But before all of that, let's quickly get the Milwaukee Bucks out of the way. Cecilia, 50 years awaited.
Celebration everywhere.
50 years awaited. And finally, they get to celebrate with their fans winning that championship against the Phoenix Suns.
I mean, you know, when you waited for half a century, we're talking about half 100 years. I mean, I was talking about those fans that were celebrating, the fans that were able to watch the Milwaukee Bucks final game. Some of them, their fathers were not even born the last time they won it, during the time of Oscar Robertson and the like. So at the end of the day, Karim, at the end of the day, Giannis Antetokounmpo said he had to stay with the team. He's been with the team since 2013. The team that drafted him, he could have left to a super team and win a ring, but he had to wait for Milwaukee Bucks. And of course, after that Superman's deal he signed, we were thinking, why would he want to sign another deal? Why not go to another team and win a ring? But then he knew what he was doing because he knew that the team would definitely back him up. They drafted Drew Holiday, of course, joined them, brought him in. PJ Tucker, who had to sit out at Houston Rockets, he doesn't want to play. At 36, a veteran, he joined the team, and of course, we saw the contribution these guys made. You know, Chris Middleton, of course, he was no longer as mediocre as he used to be. I mean, he had to step up his game, and they all put up together. And 50 points on the final game, and of course, that's why you're seeing the celebrations across the streets of Milwaukee.
Yeah, very happy for the city of Milwaukee. Cecilia, they're not the most fashionable franchise in the NBA. Yeah, small market town. But Giannis has made sure, has brought this these glory days back to
know
them
their
now.
name.
And that's why you can see thousands of fans are coming out on the streets to celebrate their second NBA championship. Congratulations to all of them. They absolutely deserve to be champions of the NBA. This very difficult season. See thousands lining the streets for the open top bus parade. And of course, there was a concert-like atmosphere as well. So exciting times indeed for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, let's take a listen to Giannis, and of course also allow you to enjoy the celebrations from Milwaukee. And our guest will be joining us this morning. Officially, the games will start in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yes, that's official, because once the opening ceremony is over, or rather started, that's when you know the Olympics games have started. We have a guest in the studio. She's making her debut on sport this morning.
Absolutely.
Talking about Latifat Ohiesuma. She's a sports journalist with Making Up Champions. Good morning. It's good to have you join us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm here.
Exactly down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
what
a
a
good
day
day to be here.
What a day to come as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Olympics, Tokyo 2020. Cecilia, like Cecilia said, you're officially welcome to our coverage of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. The next 17 days is going to be a lot of fun. So you better stick with us.
You don't have a choice because we'll get all the updates for you. But then before we start, the results coming in because Nigeria already competed in one sport, canoeing, rowing already. We started with that. But then let's take a look at Team Nigeria history at the Olympics. And once you see this particular thing we want to talk about, it's the fact that track and field happens to be the sport that has given Nigeria most of the medals we've won.
Yes.
In all, we've won. In all, we've won
13 medals,
13
are
medals
coming
from track and field.
Yes.
But then in total, you have like 25, and the breakdown, you have it there. We have 2 silver, 5 bronze medals, and 6 in all. Then in boxing, you have just about 6. And in football, okay, Tayo, I think we need to get to the other one because that's not the actual one. But then we'll bring more of that for you as the program continues on Team Nigeria's participation at the Olympic Games.
So for me, it's 17 appearances in total, including Tokyo. I don't know, 25 medals overall for the Giants of Africa. How would you rate all of that?
Yeah, so Sisi has already said it all. I mean, the track and field sport and its events, we have like close to like 10 events in track and field alone, has contributed to at least maybe 60% of the medals Team Nigeria has won so far at the Olympics. And this one particular, I am very, very optimistic that track and field will not let us down this time around because most of our athletes are actually picking at the right time. And I can't just wait for the games to start.
Okay, the games have started indeed, Cecilia, and it's all about Esther Toko. Esther Toko, the very first Nigerian athlete to compete at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. That's in the rowing event in the women's singles calls hit 1. We have a confirmation of that particular result for you where she placed 5th with a time of 8 minutes 58.49 seconds. 5th, that's what she placed. We're going to see pictures are coming from that event shortly. And the first 3 qualified for the quarterfinals. But the good news is Toko still has a chance of advancing to the next round because she qualified for the repechage.
Yes, for the repechage, I think she's poised, really, because, well, she made the list for the repechage. But then again, at time, if she really wants to sneak into that quarterfinals, she really needs to roll faster. Like, she needs to roll her boat faster because if you check the other times of the guys on that repechage, she has, like, the slowest time. She's nearing 9 minutes, while the other guys are nearing 7 minutes, some 8.01 seconds. So she really needs to do better than she did early this morning.
Fair point there. I like the word that you used, sneak into the quarterfinals, and that's exactly what she's going to have to do against all these other rowers at the competition. But it's great experience for Toko Esther because a couple of years ago, we're celebrating.
You feel normal. They don't carry machine for hand.
All those ladies, not based in Nigeria, going to represent the country. So it's good to have somebody right here in the country qualifying to go to the Tokyo Games.
Yes, and as a home-based athlete, I think it's really amazing. And this lady only came into the sport not quite long ago. I heard that she was discovered not much long than, say, four years back. And she has done well on the continent, won herself a couple of medals as well before finally qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics. I am sure the plan for her isn't this particular Olympics, really, for the Rowing and Canoeing Federation.
It's a long-term
plan. And now that she was able to qualify for Tokyo, I think even if she doesn't go past this particular hurdle, I think there are so many other opportunities for her out there. By the time the next Olympic comes around, perhaps she'll be better, and perhaps the team will be bigger as well.
Of course,
Yes.
exactly. Perhaps I will be taking more than 2 athletes
Of course, yes.
to the next games in Paris. But of course, they need all the support to continue to progress their careers. And Cecilia, we need to go to. We're going to be going to Tokyo very soon to hear from Cecilia. What's going on?
Okay, we need to go to Tokyo right now to hear from the Secretary General of the Nigeria Rowing, Sailing and Canoeing Federation, Bumi Oluwede. She's joining us straight from Tokyo to tell us more the chances of Esther, if she can, make it up. Latifat has already, broke it down how she needs to row faster to be able to meet up the time. But then this is actually her best time ever. She hasn't been up to this time. I mean,
Amazing.
rowing about 8, which is good. But before she was around 9 minutes or so.
She's rowing
But
under
now
9.
she's rowing about under 9.
Yeah.
So
Under
which is,
9, yeah.
a kind of a step forward, more like her personal best
Yes.
at the Olympics. So let's hear from Bumi, her chances of making it to the quarterfinals. Bumi, good morning. It's good to have you join us.
Yeah, good day to you and good day to Nigerian. We are happy to be here on behalf of the Federation and Team Nigeria from Tokyo.
All right, great to have you on the program this morning. I believe you're preparing for the opening ceremony, right?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about Esther and her chances, because the race yesterday was, I mean, we're all rooting for her to just take it straight to the quarterfinals, but then she finished 5th. She couldn't make it straight to the quarterfinals. She had to play, row another event again today to be able to stand a chance of moving forward. Can she make it, judging from the fact they have other athletes who are, faster rower than her?
Yes, we are hopeful for her second race tomorrow because right after our race this morning, we saw what she didn't get right, and the coach had been able to put her through where she missed it, because we also had to do video recording of that event, and of course this time that she has given to us would have been better if those technical comers were not there. But with the help of the coach and those stuff that she has been able to identify, we've been able to also talk to her, and of course she's still on a discussion with her coach. They've been able to watch the video again and again, and also watch the video of those people that she's going to be doing the repechage with tomorrow. And of course, by the grace of God, we are expecting her to go better.
Okay, you just mentioned that, you've spoken to the coach and there are things that she needs to improve on. Does she really have a chance at all after improving on those things you talked about?
Yes, there are things that are significant, but she really didn't take to that 100% at that particular race this morning. And her looking at the review, of the video of the program of the event, and while the coach was pointing that out, of course, will go a lot and go a long way for her for the second race for tomorrow.
Okay, hopefully she'll be able to do that. We have 2 athletes that compete here, just one.
Yeah, we have one athlete that is competing for rowing, and then we have another athlete for canoeing, which will be after rowing. Then the last one will be athletes that also qualified for para rowing, which will be in the Paralympics.
Fantastic.
Okay, fantastic. There's so much. Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
Okay, there's so much to look forward to in terms of rowing and canoeing at the Olympics. So, Bumi, want to thank you so much for taking our time to join us this morning. So, I have to leave you because we know you have to go focus on the competitions. And hopefully, next week you'll be able to talk to us and tell us updates concerning rowing and canoeing at the Olympics.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
So it's not looking gloom. So it's looking a bit healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps with what she just said, we should be, well, like I said the other time, optimistic that she can better her time, up that personal best a little bit, because the more she rows faster, the better chances for her.
Oh,
Yes.
I think you're spot on. You said it all already, Queen. Yeah, it's just exposure for her, really. She's still very young in the game, and she has many more years ahead of her to do a lot better. So I wish Esther Toko all the best in the repechage as she tries to qualify for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics quarterfinals in the rowing events. Talking about events, Team Nigeria is going to be in action over the weekend starting from tomorrow. Let's just give you a rundown of all the Team Nigerian athletes that will be competing tomorrow and Sunday. And let's start with badminton. Cecilia has her favorite sport, and Fatil as well likes badminton a bit. You have the men's singles doubles in Group B, where Olufwa, Godwin, and Okpayori Juwon will be taking on Japanese opponents. That's a very, very tight one indeed.
I am shaking
already, right?
That's a very nervous
But we're talking about African champions. But I mean, these guys have done great. I mean,
Yeah, but
And they've been
Japanese
together for a while.
Wow.
Godwin Olofia and Anu Opayori,
Opayori.
they've been together. Anu is like a serial winner in Africa,
Okay.
and he has represented Nigeria in some, let's say, some international events.
Right.
But this is the first time badminton is getting back to the Olympics after 12 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this time around, they really need to give their best. And facing Japanese, wow, that's a lot. That's going to take a lot. But these guys have gelled together. I spoke with the team before they left for Tokyo, and he said they've put in so much. In fact, Godwin is the one who put the most because he missed the semester.
Yeah.
Just so that he can qualify. And it's like a year-long qualification. It's not like you have like a trials or anything. And with the pandemic and everything, sort of stalled the development and all of that. But now that they are there, playing against Japan as the first match, it's going to be a huge hurdle for them. But I hope really that they can surmount it. Surprisingly surmount it, yes.
Okay, surprisingly surmounted. Okay.
It'll
I think I like that hope.
It'll be a major
Upset, yes.
if they get the job done against these Japanese players who are very
Host
good.
nation.
Host nation, very good in badminton. as
And the
well,
good thing
too.
is that there are no fans, so they won't have the
least
advantage
no
of the
home
home fans
advantage.
actually cheering them up. So that's a good one.
We can bank on that, right?
Bank on that. But we need to go on a break. When we come back, we'll continue our countdown to Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Welcome back. Time to talk about table tennis. We had a veteran yesterday who actually broke it down for us what the athletes need to watch out for. But then let's take a look at the schedule again. You know, the table tennis team, what they will be up against on Saturday.
Yes, so Saturday, first up is Olufunke Oshonaike going to her 7th Olympics. She's going to be taking on Louis Yuan from the USA. You see USA and you think, oh, this should be a good one for Olufunke.
No, because she actually, she's a
but
naturalized
you see the name,
American.
like, okay.
She, I mean, as at 2006 or thereabout, she was still representing China.
So she's
she
Chinese.
just switched over to US. So she's Chinese. Yeah.
Tough matchup.
But you know that the thing with table tennis and Chinese is just like 5 and 6. They go together. And there's so many talent in China that the ones who are very good don't even make the team. So the excellent ones are the ones that make
Representing the country. The
So
others
the
don't.
other ones just like, okay, let me just look for another team to just represent, and that is what is happening. And Funke Oshonaike will be facing a huge hurdle in this one, and it's only the preliminaries. She has always won at least a match in the preliminaries, just like she did in Rio Olympics and at London Olympics. But this will be very difficult for her, and I don't know how she's going to surmount this, and because she hasn't really played a lot of professional matches to the run-up of the Olympics. She has always been practicing with her team and wherever she can right now. So, well, I don't know how that is, I don't know how that is going to end. I just hope it's good.
All right, I hope it's good. Edemofing, of course, and the one you've seen right there, and Olajide Omotayo will complete athletes that will be competing. Of course, we know Aruna Quadri is having a bye, but then he's looking forward to the Olympics because he's a captain. He's captaining Nigeria to the Olympics. He got the quarterfinals in Rio, but this time around, what will he get to? He just wants to enjoy the game and see how far he will go.
It was a shock to me, and similarly, I was very happy. Of course, I think it's a plus for table tennis as well in Nigeria. It puts no pressure because I think it's a very good team. I am going to be starting from third rank, but of course, the people who are starting from first and second, they have better opportunities because I think they would have won very well. They would have gotten used to the tournament environment. But of course, there is nothing we can do. I've been playing like that in Protos, so I think I'm ready and see how it will go. For me, there is no pressure. Every tournament is a challenge. Just like I said, we are looking forward to giving our best. This is the strongest Olympic game so far, and the reason I'm saying this is because we are having a lot of top 100 players in the draws, if you can check very well. So I think it's going to be the strongest Olympic game so far. And I think I'm just here to give my best. No pressure. We will see how it will go. With pressure, it might be even more difficult. In Rio, I was just playing normal and it went very well. So here also is almost the same thing like in Rio, even more difficult here. But of course, it is the same kind of situation for everyone. So I'm looking forward to giving my best.
So it's going to be harder in Tokyo than in Rio. That's what he's saying because of the competition so far. For Haruna Quadri, of course, he's our brightest prospect when you're even thinking of winning the medal in table tennis. But he's not looking at that. He's not under pressure. He just want to have fun in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing for you to do right now. He's going to have a double bye, round one, round two, because he's going to be playing in the round three.
Yeah.
And at that point, that stage in the table tennis event, it's already getting hot. Omotayo Olajide, I'm really hopeful. He's going to play another guy that I think he should be able to at least take a scrap off and move into the main round, which is something that will be really good for his CV.
Yeah. At least that's just main round. I love the fact that you're not putting all your hopes like, okay, quarterfinals. It's just his first Olympics.
It's one game
at a time. Let's leave table tennis and quickly talk about basketball. I know everyone, because football is not at the Olympics, so all eyes are obviously on the men's and women's basketball. Now for the preliminary round in Group B, the D Tigers will be up against Australia. That's how they're starting. Remember how Australia actually, taught them a lesson in pre-Olympic exhibition game. They lost that. That's the only game they lost, in build-up to it. They played 3 exhibition games, beating USA, Argentina, and of course, when it came to the Australians, well, even their B team, were able to tame the Tigers.
So carry on.
It was a landslide slot.
Don't remind me of the scoreline, please.
I am not even going to mention the scoreline, really, because let's just say that we weren't even expecting them to win all their scrimmages. And they put on a show. And now we've gotten the final roster, and the team is amazing. And the coach, Mike Brown, I will have to give him all the kudos. He has done well. I don't really want to be in his position right now to pick out that team because I know the kind of headache that would have gone into it to pick those 12 players. So now against Australia, I'm not hoping for a lot of things, but this is where it really matters the most. And I hope the D Tigers will come to play and maybe slay anyway.
Yeah, why not? Just like you said, that was exhibition. So it was good Nigeria beats USA and Argentina, but the coach said at the time, good wins, but this is not it. The real deal is still coming. So in the same vein, you could say Nigeria losing scandalously against Australia is still not the real deal as well. The real deal is going to be on Sunday, and there's no reason why the Tigers cannot step up their game and do a job on Australia. There's no reason why they can't do that.
We have an NBA winner among us, so I think that is good luck.
Exactly.
Really.
eight NBA players in total. Come on, guys. We shouldn't be scared about Australia like that.
KD did not win this season.
Anyways.
Let's listen to Coach Mike Brown, right?
Yes.
The historic feat achieved by the basketball team, the men and women, at the Olympics for the first time.
Otis Hewley, he's done a fantastic job with the women's team. He's going to have them ready. And they have an opportunity to advance, and we feel like we do too. So I think, us playing well in these games, like you said, it can uplift a lot of people, and not just uplift the people in Nigeria, but on the continent of Africa. And on top of that, there are a lot of Black people around the world, especially with the diaspora out there, that identify with the continent of Africa. And so that can help uplift, unite, connect an entire group of people. And that's something that we welcome that pressure, because nobody's putting more pressure on us or the women's team than ourselves. But it's something that we look forward to doing and hopefully accomplishing at a high level to make everybody proud. You know, a lot of people have jumped on the bandwagon a little bit because, excuse me for saying this, but because soccer is not going to be played in the Olympics right now from Nigeria. But we welcome that. Not only that, Chisholm, since you're over there, tell Coach Roar and the rest of the players on the football team, hey, show us some love. Start tweeting and showing us some love to continue to galvanize the country of Nigeria to support both the men's and women's team. We're sorry that they didn't make it, but in the same breath, we're all representing Nigeria right here. So, hey, let's get on the bandwagon and show us love and support, because if they were here, we'd be showing them the same love. So excited that we're going to hopefully bring some joy to a lot of people, and looking forward for the games to begin.
We just can't wait for the games to begin. Now, everyone, jump on board. I mean, they've been doing it, especially since we beat the USA. Yeah. Then people are like, okay, even sponsors are started coming in, throwing the money. I'm like, okay, where were you guys when these guys were struggling and trying to qualify? But it's good.
Everybody want a piece of it.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah,
everyone.
Success got so many friends.
So hopefully, we're hoping that the Tigers and the Tigers will become the first African teams to get our pool play at the Olympics. It's never been done before. It's a very tough ask, but for whatever reason, based on what we've seen in the exhibition games and the quality and caliber of players we're taking, they have a chance. I'm optimistic, I have to say.
Yeah, I am confident about the D Tigers, but on the other hand, the D Tigers, I know that after the lists were released over the week, say 4 or 5 of the players that won the AfroBasket and went to the World Cup are still in the team. So we have a lot of new hands in the team. So I don't know how far they've gelled, how the synergy is working, and now they're in Tokyo and they're going to play
USA.
Like the first match, they're going to throw them right there.
Right to the line.
I saw what happened in the exhibition game, 31 points lost. Yeah.
It's going to take a lot.
Okay,
So
well, they can learn from that and grow into the game and maybe lose by maybe 5 or 6 points and then host Japan and then you have France.
It seems,
that group.
It seems that you're all agreeing that they'll lose that game against the USA, which is very understandable.
Well, they've played the USA even... they played the USA at the World Cup in Spain. Yeah. And the first and the second quarter, they were like very, very close. At some point, I think they were even leading.
True.
And when it got to towards the end of the third quarter, where they lost steam. And I also hope now that we have more hands on deck, new players. Palace, for instance, that lady is amazing. I mean, she throws threes. Like it's just joke to her. So
on that day, all the threes should get into the basket.
I think that is what they have to do. Like any throw has to enter the basket. They have to make the basket.
The days of the threes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I think they might as well just write off that game and Japan and France. They stand better chances.
Yes, against those.
Let's be realistic. It would have been a different case if we had Chini and Nneka on the roster for two WNBA players, very good. And added quality to the side, but they're not there. So
I wasn't even expecting them to be released that easily.
Yeah.
Because the timeline is so short.
It's a long process.
I agree.
Okay, let's listen to Patty Mills talk about the guys. I mean, Australia, of course, that's the team will be facing first, talking about the D Tigers. Listen to Patty Mills. They finished 4th the last time, but they want to take it a step further. Remember, they beat the USA, just like Nigeria beat the USA in an exhibition game.
Being through the 4th place finishes, which has left an impact on us. But again, I think that's all helped in our preparation now and our determination to overcome that hump and achieve something in Australian basketball history that has never been done before. So The focus has been there for a while. Preparation has been really good, as much as we could, given the circumstances.
Patty Mills right there, just optimistic that they can take it a step further.
Yeah,
We'll see, boy, or we'll see if the Tigers, come on, you guys know what to do, right?
We're there to
Just
put a
make
spanner
sure
in
that-
their works.
Yeah.
We
Don't let it go
that's not
further
our
than
business
that.
trying to get into
Do you
on the
understand?
podium. we don't care for that.
We don't care.
Anyways, let's get on with the show now. This time around, we're still talking the Olympics. Like we said, there's a comprehensive coverage of the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Let's go to tennis now, where world number one, Novak Djokovic, will be looking to complete a Golden Slam year. Of course, no other man has done that before. Steffi Graf has done it in the past, where you win 4 majors and an Olympic gold medal. Fatil is nodding her head. I wonder why she's doing that. I don't know whether she's a big fan of Djokovic or not. But confirmation of the singles first round. Djokovic, of course, taking on Hugo Dillon, expecting to get a job done as well too. 5 of the top 10 players are missing, but you still have some star attractions. And Murray, Kei Nishikori, Fabio Fognini is still there as well. Daniil Medvedev, as well as Stefanos Tsitsipas. Fatil, Djokovic is having an amazing year. 3 slams.
3 slams.
Down already. Wants to win gold and go back to the USA. To
win the US Open.
US Open.
Steffi Graf, that's the last person that did that.
It's ridiculous
So
what this
that's
guy is
what he's
doing.
like.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. It's staggering, like I said a couple
Staggering
of
stuff.
days ago, because Novak Djokovic is too real to be good. He's too good to be real. Yeah,
real.
It's
because
not human, it's a machine.
yeah,
We've classified
and
him already.
over the years, it keeps getting better.
Better.
And when you feel that, okay, the younger guys are getting
Close.
1 or 2 things over him, maybe a match here and there, he just come up with something different. And this year, I cannot wait. I already said it, now that they are all, that is Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, and himself, are all on 20 Grand Slams.
Yeah.
US Open is Novak Djokovic's to lose. We haven't even gotten there. We are here at the Olympics, and I can tell you for free that gold medal is for Novak Djokovic, and he has an amazing draw. It's kind of easy until he gets to like the quarterfinals,
Finals,
where
yeah.
he might meet Rublev. Rublev is another player which we really need, but he doesn't
You
have
can't
anything
predict.
on Novak Djokovic. And he has been having an amazing time at the Games Village. Have you been following up? He has taken photos with virtually every athlete at the Games Village. In fact, some African players that I've seen too, they said there is a particular place at the dining where he and his team eat. And everybody used to, they usually go there to wait for him to arrive and take photos. As at yesterday, someone said he took at least 500 photos, and he was not even joking. So I think he has started well. We have other players like Naomi Osaka, who has been away from tennis for a while, and she's back now at the Olympics, representing Japan. Homegirl, and I think she will do something. She hasn't won. I'm sure she will be very thirsty for laurels right now, and since she's playing on the home tour, I think it's going to be really good for her.
Yeah, Naomi Osaka making a return from nearly 2 months absence against Sai Zheng in the first round of the women's singles. That's at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. We also get to see the likes of Ashley Barty in action, Iga Swiatek, Belinda Bencic, Kiki Bertens, and Sarah Irani. So that's it for tennis. Before we close our Olympics segment, let's get to listen to Novak Djokovic talking about the history that is beckoning for him in Tokyo.
When I was thinking about the ultimate achievement that she had, which was the 4 slams and Olympic gold medal in 1 year, I did not think that, that would be, I don't want to say achievable, but there's a slim chance that someone could make it again, both male and female. But right now it seems more and more realistic, for me. Of course, that's one of the goals and dreams. But it's hard to compare, obviously, sports and the circumstances, back in the days when she played and now, but still, the champion's mentality that she possesses is definitely something that inspires me. So hopefully I'll be able to use that in my upcoming tasks.
All right, that's Novak Djokovic there. History beckoning on him. He wants to do it. We'll see if he'll be able to do that. Quickly before we leave the Olympic segment, yes, let's build up to the games because the whole of Tokyo, you have fans around and you have those jets, Air Force jets, flying around the city where the opening ceremony is about to start. So finally, the most troubled Olympics in modern history, that's the right word to use right now, finally is coming because after kind of shrugging off the lingering coronavirus, and you have fans around everywhere, trying to just see what it's going to be like. They'll not be able to get into the stadium because you're going to have 950 people alone, just officials and journalists, witnessing that. But they have opportunity to see this, before the opening game. But we need to go on a break. When we'll come back, of course, we're done with the Olympic segment, and we'll talk about other things happening in the world of sports. Welcome back. Let's talk about football development in the country. Everyone's always talking about grassroots football development. And Kwara State, we know they're forefront when it comes to this because of the Kwara Academy that they have in the state. But then when they're talking about having stakeholders coming together and try to, put up a competition, and then they feel that competition is going to grow the sports regularly, then you ask yourself, after that, what next? We keep hearing grassroots development every time. But when you have this, and then I'm looking at the guys playing, I'm like, okay, this is not under 13. This is not under 10. More like, so I'm like, where is the development coming from? But this is actually a good thing because they were able to organize about 9 teams featuring in the 3-day events across 4 local government areas of in Kwara State. And of course, the Football Association believes that this competition will actually allow youth to showcase their skills and also maybe lead them to be invited into national teams. I'm like, okay, but they have to play in the league first, but not just competitions like this. But let's listen to them. What we hear from that? Let's start. I mean, your face.
I have a lot of questions
to ask me. Okay, not me. But then let's listen to the Kwara State Football Association talking about this competition.
Whomever, the little we are able to select from here, I'll make it a point of duty, at least to get them to our state capital. Whenever there is this coaching something, we do and we participate. From there, like on several occasions, we've been there where our players are selected to represent the state in national competitions. So this we equally
we live for hope. We sleep and wake up because we have hope for better tomorrow. So if there's no hope, there's no reason to live. And I believe sports and football especially is one of those areas where you can give the youth hope. If you think you have the skill, you can try yourself, you can keep pushing, you can believe in yourself because you have something to hope for.
All right, Latifat, you have a lot to say concerning this, grassroots development, 9 teams, different local governments just trying to play football. But then grassroots, when you mention grassroots, you're thinking about school sports. But then this is grassroots sports.
It's good engagement for the youth in that localities. So I won't say it's entirely not at par as what we would expect when you talk development. Then you are thinking of like GSS students, SS, or just school sports, But it's not so bad. We have something like this, typical of this in Lagos as well, Eco Football. They only just wrapped up a couple of days back as well. And it's just mainly the youth and the locality, put them together against each other and all of that. So I think it's just good for the engagement, for the tradition and culture of football to continue at local ground. So not so bad. Kwara State are doing something at least. We should call other states as well to also put in the work as well.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Great way.
Yeah. The youth need developments. And that's exactly what Kwara are doing at the moment. Let's go on to the Nigerian Professional Football League. Match day 34, the concluding fixtures are played yesterday, where Enyimba went to FC Ifeanyi. They needed to get 3 points to move closer to the top of the table. But they drew that game 1-1, just like Afisai said yesterday, didn't expect them to get all 3 points. They drew the game against FC Ifeanyi, ended 1 apiece. In other results, Dakar smashed Adamawa United 4-0. Because of that result now, Adamawa United are relegated from the top flight. The other game of the day was between Kwara United and Wiki Tourists, ended 3-1 in favor of Kwara United. Michael Hanu scoring a hat-trick in that particular victory. But of course, it's all about Aqua United's title charge. 6 points with 4 games to go. It looks like they're going to do it. I mean, all the other title challenges are dropping points left, right, and center.
Well, I just hope they are able to hold on to this reign for the next 4 games. I just wonder how many home games do they have in that 4 games remaining? Because that will go a long way. Once you are playing at home, things are changing anyway. Don't let me generalize it.
Yeah.
Things are changing in NPFL, but most times, 90 out of 100, whenever you're playing at home, just be sure that you take at least a point out of there. And for them, I think it's their title to lose. And let's just see how the rest of the games go.
Because the way Enyimba actually fought, their goal did not come till about 86 minutes before they were able to get an equalizer. Nabi Yaro was the one who gave them that equalizer for them to get that. We're thinking maybe they can score another one and move to second. So from all indication, when all the other teams decided to, not decided, they just couldn't win a game. And the one that could have won, Enyimba, that was so close, but then they dropped a point. So Kwara United now is theirs to Aqua United. So the title is theirs to lose.
So like Fisaya said yesterday, Fisaya was so convinced that Enyimba, when it mattered the most, that they always find a way to falter. And that's exactly what they've done. And Aqua United are looking good. Of course, matches will continue in the NPFL. Match day 35 this weekend as well. Aqua United. Patu wanted to know how many home games they have left. But the very next game is against Chicago, and it starts right there in Uyo as well. So perhaps it's a guaranteed 3 points. That's the message you were trying to pass earlier. Enyimba will take on MFM, Plateau United versus Lobby Stars. Katsina, Dakada, Adamawa United, they're gone already. They'll take on Rangers, Heartland versus Kwara United, Warriors versus Wiki Tourists, Rivers versus FC, Ifeanyi has been postponed, Nassau United, Sunshine Stars postponed, as well as the Kano Pillars and Abia Warriors match. So if Aqua United win this weekend, they'll be going to 9 points clear of the rest of the park.
Because, you know, Nasarawa, Kano Pillars, they are not playing, and Rivers, simply because they are still in the ITO Cup. And these are the fixtures quarterfinals for men's ITO Cup this weekend. Kano Pillars are up against Sunshine Stars. Nasarawa United and Gome United will also be in action. Gateway, they're still there. Tyers team.
Yes, that's my team.
Partially my team as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gateway. Rivers United are up against Niger Tornadoes. That's what it's looking like in the quarterfinals for the ITL Cup. And finally, before we take a look at the papers, Rivers Angels, they are already in Côte d'Ivoire for the Wafu B tournament. This was their sent-forth ceremony before they left for Côte d'Ivoire. They've arrived there already, and the first game against the Ghanaian side, which is going to be 7 p.m. tomorrow, Nigerian time. We'll be rooting for them to see what they can get out of it. After losing a scandalous way to Bayelsa United in the Atel Cup semi-final. I hope these girls are able to bounce back because they complain about fixtures congestion. That's the reason. But now they are in Côte d'Ivoire already, just then before leaving for Côte d'Ivoire. Wish them all the best as they try to see if they can nick a ticket to the main CAF Champions League, the very first edition that's been organized by CAF. All right.
Okay.
Something to say about Rivers Angels, the choices?
I just love the way they look so colorful. And I think Rivers Angels over time has shown that irrespective that they're getting all the wins, perhaps on the field, they are also doing well at the back of, out of field as well. Because look at now, they have the boss now. I heard that it was delivered to them by someone, which is really great. And they always have some sort of promises when it comes to PR. I just hope one sponsor or two will just pick this team up because they are representing Nigeria very well. And they've produced a lot of Super Falcons players.
Stars.
So now they look poised to qualify for that CAF Women's Champions League. And I can't wait for that.
I can't wait too. Let's go to the papers quickly. We'll start with Sporting Sun here. Sporting Sun, it will be risk COVID-19. As we have Sporting Sun here. And Amuson says, we are ready for the games. We just can't wait for it to start. And I need CR7. Who is saying this? Well, Guardiola yields. Okay. Federer Osaka for US Open. Okay, they're ready to play. That's from Sporting Sun.
All right, let's go to Sporting Life. Tokyo 2020 Brummel 6 more support. Of course, I should be competing for Nigeria in the long jump event. Barca gets a chance to sign Van der Beek. PSG officially unveil Wijnaldum. 3 athletes ruled out after positive COVID-19 test. There's also story on Esther Toko. She's already featured already for Nigeria. Battle against Liberia, Cape Verde. No show for Fit Stars, of course. That shouldn't be a story at all.
At all, yeah.
But you know what it is.
Okay, the last one is a complete sport here. A lot of interesting stories here. Etebo says, I want to help Watford retain EPL status. Okay, we'll see if we can do that. And Musa has been unveiled by the Turkish club, Karagümrük. Yeah, Karagümrük.
The Etebo story.
Etebo story.
Yeah, it's quite
I will
funny.
go for Ahmed Musa
Musa,
first
okay.
because the journey continues for him. He has played everywhere. And he's not hanging that boot anytime soon.
Okay.
For Etebo, he cannot do it alone. I hope the rest of the Watford team can help him with this kind of confidence that he has. And let's see what they will do in Premier League.
All right, Osimhen can score 30 goals next season. That's according to an Italian journalist. Okay.
Well, it's possible because last season he scored an ample number of goals.
Okay, he can score 30.
If he stays fit.
Hopefully.
If he stays fit, right?
Yeah, why
and
not?
behave.
Yeah. And behave, you have to pull that.
He needs to behave. Well, Fatih, thank you so much for coming on the
I
program.
have loved every bit of it.
Thank you. It has to be said, it was a very impressive debut. So you might just be keeping your shirt
Awesome.
going forward.
First 11. All right.
All right. Thank you guys for watching as well too. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am Taya Salam.
I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Have a great day.